Ever met someone who just can't say I'm sorry? It's not just about being stubborn. First, apologizing can feel very exposing. It requires admitting fault. If you grew up in an environment where mistakes led to criticism, blame, and shame, then admitting a mistake can feel like a direct attack on your self-worth. Perhaps saying I'm sorry feels like you're losing. If you grew up in a home where being wrong meant humiliation, then defensiveness became your survival strategy. So instead of owning mistakes, you learn to shift blame or shut down. Apologies can also trigger intense shame. Shame-based identities make it very difficult to admit mistakes. If you believe deep down that you're bad, an apology doesn't feel like you're taking responsibility. It feels like confirmation of your worst fear. And then there's relational anxiety. Perhaps you fear that apologizing will shift the power dynamic in your relationship, or leaving you vulnerable to more blame. So how do we change this? Number one, separate behavior from identity. Taking responsibility doesn't make you weak, it makes you trustworthy. Number two, shift the focus from blame to repair. Apologies aren't about guilt-tripping yourself. They're about rebuilding safety and connection. Number three, make it simple. If apologies feel overwhelming, start small. Try, I can see how that hurt you. That wasn't my intention, but I understand why it upset you. It's about choosing connection over ego. It transforms not only your relationship, but your self-trust. If you want to learn how to communicate without defensiveness, learn a proper apology, join me in my next live virtual cohort on emotional regulation. Comment cohort and I'll send you the link to register.